Mankind Divided happens 2 years after the event of Human Revolution, the last game we did. And it's a world in which people with augmentations, which are enabling them to have better lives because they can replace limbs, they can have better powers and everything. And then a big event, a big catastrophe happened. Now people fear people with prosthetics, with augmentations, things like that. They fear that they can be dangerous and they can attack them, they can take their place, and therefore there's a big division in society happening.
We've come to a tipping point.
I can't live like this anymore.
This violence is completely out of control.
When we make a game like Deus Ex, we're looking at where technology is going. We're also looking at how society, where it's going. We're looking at all the social issues, the earth issues that are coming our way in the near future. And we always try to extrapolate and see where those ideas can go and everything. And sometimes we're totally on target. We say, oh, it's going to go in that direction, and bam, that's exactly what happens. And some other times we're totally off. Like it's really hard. But what is the most surprising is that, especially with the last game we were working on, it was set in 2027. All the things we were conceptualizing, we wonder if it's going to happen by 2027 but now we're in 2016 and a lot of these things are happening today, and we were like, oh, we were so off, like in the sense that what we put in our game was true, but not in 27, in 2016 almost. So well, transhumanist technologies are definitely, for me, the most interesting, because now we're talking about, instead of having an iPhone or an Android in our pockets, it's going to be inside of us. Like those computerized pieces will be part of our bodies. If we can have a brain chip and it allows us to remember everything, or have Wikipedia in our heads, or be able to learn a new language or whatever. Even like mechanical or prosthetics, the limbs, someone had an accident or whatever the reason is, that they can have a second chance in life to be normal with an artificial limb. And I think it shows a lot of promise. When all those technologies are going to come to maturity, I wouldn't be surprised that eventually you will have like some people, some rebels, some punks, that they will chop off a limb to have this kind of artificial limb and all pimped up and decorated in a different way. And I think it's going also to make fashion evolve as well, and things like that. So I think transhumanist technologies have a great potential and a great future. I believe that there will be a lot of questions, ethics, moral questions, like are we tapping into something we shouldn't? Are we creating more inequalities in society? Definitely that debate, I'm sure it's going to happen more and more as we move forward and as those technologies get better and better and better. But hopefully Mankind Divided is just a fiction and it's not going to bleed in the real world. For the game itself, we worked with someone called Will Rossellini, that is a transhumanist expert. He helped us quite a bit to get the scientific facts behind augmentation credible. For us, what's important, it's not necessarily that the augmentations of the main character are all possible today, but it's important that they're based on real science, and therefore maybe in a few years from now they will become reality. Well, we did a partnership with Open Bionics to release the blueprints of a real mechanical arm for people who need it, and they're going to be able to build the Adam Johnson arm, which is really cool. It's kind of weird because now you see this true prosthetic mechanical arm, and it's Adam Johnson's arm. And like 10 years ago, we were designing that character and struggling to find his identity, how he would look like, what those prosthetics would look like, and everything. And now it's becoming reality. It's kind of really, really weird for us. Like it's almost like it's not a game anymore. Deus Ex is for real. Run!